بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين من بعد اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما تنفعنا به يا رب العالمين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Page 52 is what we wanted to start today. Did we go through page 52 before? Okay. So this lesson, it would mention all the indicative nouns, the near and far, as well as male and female. So if I could ask Isa to start reading, please. Bismillah.
هذه آمنة
Okay.
ومن تلك فاطمة
تلك فاطمة. And if I could ask you to read the next bit. So four lines have been read. من هذه آمنة ومن تلك فاطمة.
That's one. هذه طبيبة وتلك ممرضة.
ممرضة. Okay. So this is
a female doctor, and that is a female مريض.
Female?
مريض.
No, ممرضة.
Nurse.
Yes.
مريضة.
No, مريضة means a woman who is ill.
Ill, yeah.
Oh.
ممرضة, yes.
ممرضة is a female nurse. So by that indication, you can also see that there is male nurse opposite of that.
Yeah.
So what would be the word for the male nurse?
ممرض.
ممرض. So the ta marbuta would be omitted and dhammatain on that. And same goes for tabibatun. What is the male of it?
طبيب.
Tabibun. You have been through that. So, if we would ask you to read the next way.
هذه من الهند وتلك من اليابان.
Yabani.
يابان.
Yes. So, min al-Yabani. If there is no kasra underneath the noon, even if you don't put kasra, when you are reading it, let's say after Yabani, continuing, that is when you put the kasra. Here, min al-Yaban, and that is the end of the sentence. That's why you can, even if there is haraka, you don't pronounce the haraka. Okay. But we mentioned earlier that if we mention the haraka, the last letter, at least we know as to where we stand, so that with the rules and regulations, we don't make mistakes. Like the rule of the preposition min. Remember the word min, one of the 17 prepositions, that would make the noun maksur, right, or the majroor. So هذه من الهندي, this is, meaning this woman is. So هذه, whenever you hear the هذه, it is actually indicating towards a woman that is near. Okay. And if it was هذا, then towards a man that is near. And ذلك towards a man that is far. And tilka towards a woman that is far. Okay.
So can you translate it as she is? Or is that incorrect?
It's not, you can't do that, because if you say she, then you're supposed to say here.
Oh, okay.
Pronoun. So this hadihi, referring to maybe tabiba. If you look at the sentence before, hadihi tabibatun wa tilka mumarridatun. Hadihi min al-hindi. So if you see the sequence of it, then min al-hindi, hadihi referring to the tabiba, the female doctor. Okay. And wa tilka min al-yaban means that female nurse, referring to the female nurse. Okay, next line. Okay. هذه طويلة وتلك قصيرة. Again, so هذه طويلة, this woman referring to who?
Tall.
Yeah, this woman is tall, yes, but referring to who?
Female doctor.
Yes, remember the topic, female doctor. وتلك قصيرة, and that woman is short, referring to nurse. Okay, the female nurse. The author knew that the Japanese people are relatively short, and the women are even shorter. And there is no harm in saying what the fact is. And we all know that the height is an issue in Japan. If you look at the country of Japan. Okay.
What page are we on, sorry?
So on page 52.
من هذا؟
Yes.
هذا حامد.
هذا Hamid. Who is this? So this is Hamid. Continue.
ومن ذلك علي.
ومن ذلك علي. Okay, who is that? That is Ali. أتلك دجاجة. What does that? What does this mean? Yes. So tilka. Remember the word tilka. Is this for male or female?
Female.
Female. Dajajatun. You have the ta marbuta at the end, so indication is there. Okay, so continue. La battatun. What does battatun mean? A duck. No, that is a duck. Okay.
What does tilka mean again?
Tilka.
Tilka.
That is
That is.
for femininity.
So, someone else a bit further.
Yes. So dhalika masculine, tilka feminine. Okay, continue yourself. What's the name?
Pardon.
Adam.
ما تلك بيضة.
What is that? That is an egg. Okay. Continue.
هذه سيارة المدرس وتلك سيارة المدير.
This is
Teacher's car.
and
This is the
teacher's car and
this is the principal. That is the principal's car.
yes. Okay. Yourself.
أسرعة عباس هذه.
What does this mean?
Is this watch
Is
this watch?
so you could say is this Abbas's watch?
Abbas.
Yeah, wristwatch.
Is this Abbas's watch?
Yes. What is the answer to that?
لا هذه ساعة حامد تلك ساعة عباس.
Okay. How would you give the meaning to it?
No, this watch is Hamid's wristwatch,
Yes.
and that is Abbas's wristwatch.
Yes. So here, generally speaking, sa'atu, it means 1 hour. Okay. Hour. The literal meaning of the word sa'a, sa'atun is hour. So if it's a sa'atun wahidatun, then 1 hour. Okay. And if it is as-sa'atu, the hour. And now, from the Sharia point of view, when you hear the word as-sa'atu, okay, referring to the only hour, that is
Yeah, that is it.
the inevitable hour, that is the day of judgment. Okay, so remember that. That's why in Al-Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions, إِنَّ السَّاعَةَ آتِيَةٌ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهَا إِنَّ السَّاعَةَ آتِيَةٌ أُخْفِيهَا لِتُجْزَى كُلُّ نَفْسٍ بِمَا تَسْعَى إِنَّ السَّاعَةَ لَآتِيَةٌ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهَا. And then a man came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said that, Ya Rasulullah, mata as-sa'a. You see, as-sa'a. So that this as-sa'a refers to that. But let's say in the dunyawi context, if you say هذه الساعة ساعة مباركة, this hour is a blessed hour, meaning the time, for example, during the time of Jum'ah, you have between Asr and Maghrib the time, and the last hour of the Asr, that is something that we are encouraged to do good. We are encouraged to raise our hands to Allah to make dua, because there's a time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts the dua. So in the dunya context, it means that particular hour. Okay. But the ultimate hour is the hour during the day of judgment. I do hope that it is clear, right? And of course, now in this context, it means the wristwatch. Okay, the last line, if I could ask yourself to read.
ذلك بكم وتلك مجاجة.
Yes. What is the meaning of that?
That is rooster.
That is a rooster, yes. That is a chicken. Allah barik fi. So, we'll continue with the reading on the next segment as well, which says اقرأ واكتب. Okay. So هذه مدرسة وتلك جامعة. Okay. Easy. This is a madrasa. This is school, and that is a, what is جامعة? University. Okay. ذلك حمار وتلك بقرة or بقرة. That is a
Donkey.
and that is a
Cow.
yes. أذلك مسجد? Is that a masjid? لا تلك مدرسة. No, that is a school. So masjid, we know that. What is the actual meaning of masjid? If one asks you, what is the actual place? What is the meaning of the masjid? How would you give the meaning to it?
The place of prostration.
Yeah, same, right? And what is the root word here we are seeing, or the root letters? Sajada, Sin, Jim, Dal. Okay. Number 4, هذا جمل وتلك ناقة. Meaning?
This is camel, and that is
A.
she camel.
Yes. Good. He camel, she camel. Even if it did not say he camel,
Camel.
it means camel. Okay. Because the masculinity precedes the femininity. Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam alayhi salam first. And it is the case, one could understand that even in the animal kingdom, that is the case. Okay. So, when it comes to the camel milk, what would you say?
Halib or Laban, I can't remember.
Halib, yeah, let's use the word halib, okay? We say milk. Halib ماذا?
Halib Naqatan.
Halib naqa. There have been very many cases where people did say halib jamal, especially when you are dealing with the learners, and subhanAllah, they're enthusiastic. In Medina, we have seen this, okay? Even amongst the people, Allah al-Musta'an, the Arabs, they do end up making mistakes. So it's not something that we need to be ashamed of. It is how we live our life. هذه مدرسة وتلك طالبة. Should be easy. What is the meaning of this sentence? هذه مدرسة وتلك طالبة.
This is a female teacher,
Yeah, this is the female teacher, yes?
and that is female student.
Good. Allah barik fik. Number 6, it says هذا كلب وذلك قط.
This is dog.
This is a dog. Write down these meanings, by the way, because you know what you are reading, okay? Just because reading and writing, it says in the exercise, doesn't mean that, you would keep yourself away from knowing the meaning of what you are reading and writing, okay? This is the dog, and that is a cat. So here, when you read exercise like this, then at least you would have the vocabulary coming to you from the previous lessons. We had been through 6 lessons, right? So هذا بيت المؤذن وتلك حديقة التاجر. Isa, meaning of it.
This is the house of the Muazzin, and that is the traders.
Garden.
Yes, حديقة is garden. Okay. So you said that this is the house of the muaddin, and when it comes to tilka hadiqa to tajir, you said the trader's garden. The meaning is fine. I'm good with that. Why did you say the house? There is no al, by the way, for the word baytu. However, because al muazzin is there, one could understand in Arabic language that if it is muadzin's house, then the muadzin's house or the house of the muazzin, that's not a problem in terms of how you understand it in your own language. Okay, so that is the gist of it. Number two, we're gonna practice inshallah. So it is easy now. The blank spaces that you are seeing in those from 1 till 20, we are gonna put hada or hadihi, and same exercise separately needs to be done by putting dhalika or tilka. Okay, so both near and far we're gonna put. Okay, so we can do. I would suggest that you use a notebook to write these. Okay, because we're gonna have both. So if we are saying ummun, what is the what would come here? Hada or hadi? Hadihi. So in number one, put hadihi ummun as well as tilka ummun, because tilka is for feminine, right? So hadihi ummun, comma. In Arabic, the comma is upside down, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, like the way you would like to say in your native language, ulti pesh. Okay. So upside down dhamma, upside down standing dhamma. So hadihi ummun, then comma, tilka ummun. Okay, so write it down, please, in your notebook. Then you know that you have done exercise 2 and 3 together. So that's, in a way, I could save your time. So, هذه أم تلك أم. Number 2, you have the word abun. What indicative noun would you put here? هذا abun. And for the far? ذلك abun. So write it down. هذا abun, comma, ذلك abun. Number 3, Isa.
هذا قلم وذلك قلم.
Okay, good. Number 4, what's the name? Forget your name. Adam as well. Yes.
وهذه
So the word mil'aqatun, masculine or feminine? Mil'aqatun, female. So what would you put? Hadihi. And that is for near. Okay, this word is for near. What about the far one? What would you put? Dhalika is for masculine or feminine? Masculine. You said mil'aqatun is feminine. So what is the feminine of feminine far indicative noun for this? Dhalika we said for masculine. Tilka mil'aqatun. Okay? So write it down. هذه ملعقة, comma, تلك ملعقة. Number 5. هذه. Why هذه?
Because it's a single, it's a double body part.
Double.
How many eyes do we have? 2. That is why it is هذه. Okay? Yes.
Sheikh, just going back to mil akatun.
Yes.
Why is it mil akatun and not mil akatu? I thought it was only names that had the matain.
It is not named though. It is an object.
Yeah.
So spoon.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, now.
Saying sometimes they end in dhamma.
If it was with al, then mil'aqatu would have been the case.
Oh.
Here, mil'aqatun, it is not a definite noun, indefinite noun. That's why. Yeah. Okay, هذه عين we mentioned. We mentioned هذه feminine because yes, 2 body parts. Any one of them you would like to mention, that would be the case. Okay, we are putting the feminine indicative noun for near. Okay, feminine indicative noun for far would have been what? Tilka. So هذه عين and tilka عين in number 5. Okay, number 6, Yorubi.
هذا حجر ذلك حجر.
Okay, write it down. هذا حجر and then ذلك حجر. Okay, that's for number 6. Continue with number 7, please.
هذا قميص وذلك قميص.
Okay, بارك الله فيك. هذا قميص وذلك قميص. Number 8, Adam.
هذا قدر وذلك قدر.
هذا قدر وذلك قدر. Okay, what does قدر mean?
I was gonna ask you what Hajar means. You know,
حجر, stone, rock.
right. قدر, I'm not sure.
Monkey.
Cooking pot.
Cooking pot. You know, in which you would cook lamb curry, maybe.
Chicken.
Pakistanis don't see them to be out of lamb curry. Allah yabarak fikum. Okay, number 9, please. If I could ask you to read number 9.
هذه نافذة وتلك نافذة.
Okay, nafidatun. Nafidatun means
window.
window. Allah yabarak fikum. Continue with number 10, please.
هذه بقرة تلك بقرة.
Okay. You know, baqaratun. Do you think it has masculinity, a masculine word for it?
بقر.
Yes. Allah mentions in the Quran, قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما هي إن البقرة شابه علينا. So the word al-Baqarah here is not with the ta marbuta at the end. However, the surah's name is
بقرة.
al-Baqaratu. So it has feminine and feminine. So yes, just to see if you are clued up with.
So, if it is with the ta, it is female. If it is without ta, it is masculine.
Baqarun, yes.
Baqarun.
That's the bull.
Yeah, bull.
Baqarun.
Baqarun. Yeah. That's a side benefit that you can actually write it down in your vocabulary, collection. Baqarun. Okay. You know, sometimes when you have that kind of, when you go to the halal shop where you have the sausage and kind of, the sliced, meat, it says in Arabic that, baqarun. You would not see baqaratun. If you go to the shop, in Arab shops or Kurdish shop maybe, you would see that baqarun, sausage of,
Bull.
The
word baqarun means bull, yes, but it is like the beef sausage.
Also, it's still from a female cow.
female, mostly.
I'm talking about the meat itself.
Right.
It is called beef, right?
Yeah.
Whether it is from the bull or whether it is from the cow. I'm saying that in the shop when you go, you would not see that, it says sausage of al-baqarah. It would say baqarun.
So it is understood that is bakar is there, it means beef.
Yes.
Anything. It
Yes.
could be cow or bull.
I think because the male most times slaughtered and the females are kept to
True. Yes, that's the case. Allah barik fikum. Okay, number 11, Adam. هذا مكتب. What does مكتب mean? Desk, okay. And if it is with the far noun, far indicative noun, what would you say? ذلك. So write it down so that you know that both male indicative nouns are there for far as well as for near. So the first one is for near and the second one is for far. Okay, number 12. If I could ask you to read number 12. So the word is naqatun. What would you put? So naqatun, what does naqatun mean? She camel, okay? Naqatun means she camel. So if it is naqatun, she camel, what would you put? Are you going to put hada or hadihi? Hadihi, good. Okay, that is for the near. And for far? Is it dhalika or tilka? Dhalika is for masculine. Naqatun is feminine. So Zalika is out of the window. What have we got left with? What are we left with? No, opposite of Zalika is what? Feminine. Zalika is masculine. Tilka. Okay? Do you understand that? Can you see that the word tilka at the bottom of the page? All the way at the bottom, it says that with zalika or tilka. So write down. So hadihi naqatun for the near, and for far tilka naqatun. Okay? Is it clear, guys? Number 13. What's the name, young man? No. I can't hear you. Abdul Latif. Read to me number 13, please. Muhandisun. So what are we going to put before that? Hadihi is for feminine. Muhandisun, can you see any sign of femininity in that word? There is no ta marbuta. There is no ta at the end. Right. So muhandisun, what does muhandisun mean, by the way? Any idea, Abdul Latif? Muhandisun means engineer. Okay. So here it is masculine, a male engineer we are looking at. The word male engineer. So hadihi is not correct. You're gonna put hadha. Okay. So this is for near. What about for far? No, for far. Either dhalika or tilka. So which one are we gonna put? Dhalika. Remember that. Dhalika for masculine, tilka for feminine. Okay. You Ruby?
هذا مؤذن وذلك مؤذن.
هذا مؤذن وذلك مؤذن. Okay. Let's get to read number 15.
هذه ممرضة.
هذه ممرضة.
تلك ممرضة.
تلك ممرضة. Okay. Good. So هذه and تلك. If I could ask you to read number 16. هذا. What did you say? What does sarirun mean? Sarirun means bed. Okay? Write down the meaning of the word sarir, bed. Hada sarirun. Okay, this is for near. What about for far? Is it dhalika or tilka? Not sure. Okay. Dhalika sarirun. So hada sarirun and dhalika sarirun.
هذه حديقة وتلك حديقة.
هذه حديقة وتلك حديقة. عيسى.
هذه طالبة تلك طالبة.
هذه طالبة وتلك طالبة. Okay, Muhammad.
جمل.
Good. هذا جمل وذلك جمل. Okay. Last one, if I could ask you to read the last one.
هذه بطة تلك بطة.
Okay. هذه بطة وتلك بطة. So, what does it mean?
This says duck.
When you say this is the duck, are you specifying a gender for this?
Yeah, female duck. Sorry.
Yeah, female duck. Good. It means that there is also male duck.
I don't know.
So male duck. What is the male duck word then for Arabic?
بطة.
Battun.
بطن.
Yes. So the way that you have got qittun, then qittatun. Qittun, male cat. Qittatun, female cat. Okay. Battun, male duck. Battatun, female duck. Okay.
What does Jamalatun mean?
There is no jamalatun.
No Jamalatun.
So jamalun we mentioned
A male camel.
Male camel, he camel.
Camel.
Yes. Then فقال لهم رسول الله. So ناقة means she camel. So there is no جملة.
So naqa, naqatun. So
Jamal.
sorry.
Jamal.
I mean,
Yeah, so جمل ناقة. He camel, she camel.
the remaining
The remaining, yes.
change with the ta.
Okay. So we have some new words. I'm pretty sure that you already have got a record of this. So when somebody asks you in Arabic, Asma'ul Ishara lil Qarib, indicative nouns for near, what would you have then in mind? Asma'ul Ishara lil Qarib, indicative nouns for near, what would they be?
هذا
هذا هذه, right? هذا هذه. And genders are clear. Two genders. Male and female. Male هذا, female هذه. أسماء الإشارة للبعيد. What are they?
ذلك
For masculine and
تلك.
tilka for feminine. Remember this.
Can you add something?
Go ahead.
It is, we say zalika, but this is, it should be alaf there, after zal,
No.
because
That's the Pakistani way. Arabic way is not right.
zalika, then we don't have to say zalika.
Why is
We
why
say
no
zal.
mud after that? The thing he's asking, why is no mud after that?
In Arabic language, when it comes to writing it, writing,
Yeah.
if you look at the writing of it, I will take you back to the lesson of Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu, when he was the Khalifa, Amir al-Mu'minin, and he commissioned how it should have been written. And since then, the writing of Zalika is the way it is that you are seeing here, as well as in Al-Quran al-Karim, Alif Lam Mim, Zalika al-Kitab. In terms of reading it, the readers, as they stretched and they learned it from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that the stretching is there. Now, in order for the writing to be as it is, we keep it still as it is. Okay. So I will give you another example to it. If we say Abdul Rahman, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Now, do we put standing fatha as the Indian subcontinental spelling or the writing goes, standing fatha, alif al-qasir, or do we add alif to mim after mim? We don't. Okay, so same way here, we don't add it, however, we stretch it when we are reading it.
But we add,
In writing, we don't. In writing, we don't. So if we are to add something like the alif and whatnot, it is as though we are inventing a new word. Contrary to the Arabic tradition. Now, in the non-Arab world, you would see that, but in the actual Arabic, you would not see that.
just like Bismillah majreha, it should be majriha. But
Majreha.
we heard it like Sahaba heard it from Prophet Muhammad
Yes.
majreha. So
They heard it, but writing is
But-
something different.
it should be majriha, but we say it majreha.
I understand that, yes. So here, when you say Zalika, why is there no standing fatha or why is there no alif? Because the Arabs have not written it like that. Okay.
The example you gave with the basmala, on the meme, there's that sign that shows that you should extend it, that line above the meme.
Bismillah or Rahman? In the Uthmani font?
Ir-Rahman, Ir-Rahim.
Yes.
There's a line above
No, I
the
mean, the small.
Yeah, that's called a standing fatha or the
Al-Qasr.
Farizabar that you are familiar with. I get that.
But I thought that sign meant you elongate it.
Yeah,
You-
to harakatayn,
Yeah.
stretching
But I'm
it.
saying that there's no same sign on dhalika. It's just a fatha.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That is again going back to the writing that took place during the time of Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu. And Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu, when he commissioned this thing, it went back to the writing that took place during the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as they were literate people when they were writing it. That is how they have written it, and that's why we are seeing the silsila of it. So in Ar-Rahman, yes, as you are saying it, it also dates back to that time. Okay, and the linguists, if you look at them, Even if you look at the letter Sa, for example, there are 3 dots. Arabs have not been familiar with the dots, by the way. The Ba that we have dot, because the dot is underneath. Tha, we have dot, we have got 2 dots. Tha, we have got 3 dots. These are, if I'm not mistaken, if not from the time of the Sahaba, I think later on it came. Okay, so that's different history. So these are actually things that you would you might find it odd in a good way. Okay,
Is that how different qira'at came about as well?
yeah, as well. Yeah. So what I'm trying to explain here, that even if you don't see stretching alif or stretching, stretching fatha over there, still the reading is the way that we hear. Zalik.
Just name of Allah as well.
Exactly.
Is that
So if you look at the
kasr
Allah,
as fatah?
yeah, fatha. So there is no harak on this. Back in the day, people wrote Allah, and it just khalas left it as it is. When they
Because
started reading the fatha, and that was due to the case that Sahaba radiallahu anhu ajma'in and their next generations eventually.
To make it different from Lat, Manat, Uza, because
One way to look at
standing-
it, yes. One way to look at it, yes.
Yeah.
Allah barik fik. So the way that we have practiced this lesson, we have done lesson 7. It is predominantly about here all these hadihi and tilka. These are the 2 that we practiced, and these hadihi ismul ishara lil qarib muannath, tilka ismul ishara lil ba'id muannath. Okay, so indicative noun for near, hadihi, feminine. Indicative noun for far, tilka, feminine. This is what we have practiced in this. And furthermore practice, you can see that is in lesson 8 as well. Okay, and there will be combination of some more things. So we'll start with lesson 8 and see. I think we can finish this on page 56, inshallah. Isa.
هذا الرجل تاجر وذلك الرجل طبيب.
Okay, what does it mean?
This man is a merchant and that man is a doctor.
Good, Muhammad.
اسم التاجر محمود.
Now, yes, Allah barik fik. Not wa ismu, wasmu. So you started with ismu because it is Hamzat al-Wasl. At the beginning of the sentence, you make the E sound. The Hamza is being pronounced. But when it comes to the Hamzat al-Wasl after any word, at that time the Hamza is not pronounced. Okay, that is why there is it is called wasmu. Okay, so ismu tajir mahmudun, what does it mean? We mentioned that the tajir means the merchant or the trader or business person. Okay, so ismu tajiri, the trader's name is, and the doctor's name is Sa'id. Okay, Yorubi.
هذا البيت للتاجر
Continue.
وذلك البيت للطبيب.
Meaning?
This house
This house is
the trader's house. This is the trader's house.
in this instance. Now that you have got
This is the house for trader for the
instead
trader.
of for, as generally speaking, li lam kasra is for the word for, F-O-R. However, it's not always the case in Arabic language. So you can say that this house is of the trader. Of the trader. So here the lam is lam of belongingness. The lam kasra, li. So this house is of the trader. So that's that. And that house is, this house is of the trader, and that house is of للطبيب. What does طبيب mean?
Doctor. I'm sorry.
Yes. You seem to be
Confused.
yes. So vocabulary, these words you need to be mindful of. Okay. I could ask you to read the next line.
Hello.
هذا البيت tajiri.
No, this was read already by him. So next line.
Oh, sorry. Baitul tajiri. Baitul tajiri.
If you say
Baitul
Baitut, yes.
Amam masjidi.
Mm-hmm.
Wa baitul tabibi. Khafal
Khalfal.
khalfal madrasati.
Okay. What does this mean?
So,
Baitul Tajiri, the trader's house,
the trader's house
is
is
Amam al Masjid. What does Amam al Masjid mean? Masjid, you know, the masjid, okay? Amam al Masjid means in front of the masjid.
in front
Yeah, in front.
of the masjid.
Wa Baitul Tabibi, and the doctor's house is
House is behind the school.
behind the school. Good.
What's the word for amama? If in front is amamun, if it's by itself.
Amam. There is no Amamun. It is Amama.
Mama.
Yeah. When you think about the word in front in English, okay, it's Amam. Okay.
Mama.
Amama, yes. So, read to me the next line, Adam.
Even
Liman hadhihi sayyara. 2. Okay. What does this mean? Whose car is this? Who is this car for? Either one is fine. Okay, next one. Wali. And who is that for? Or whose is that? Okay, good. Who does that belong to? Okay. Give me the answer. Now read the next 2 lines. What's the meaning of this sentence? هذه السيارة للطبيب. What does this mean? This car is for or of the doctor, and that is merchants. Continue. Okay. Good. Okay. So if you look at the exercise, the first exercise question, it says, "Man hadha rajulu wa man dhalika rajul." Okay. So answers are actually what you have just read. Okay. In that paragraph, the very paragraph that you have read, in it the answer. Man hadha rajulu wa man dhalika rajulu. What would be the answer to that, Yorubi, if you are following?
هذا رجل تاجر وذلك رجل.
هذا الرجل. The question was with الرجل. If you look at the question, من هذا الرجل? Okay.
هذا الرجل تاجر وذلك الرجل طبيب.
طبيب, not الطبيب.
وذلك
وذلك الرجل طبيب. Okay.
Why is it هذا الرجل أمانة? Why is it not هذا رجل?
Because the question itself is, if you look at the question, الرجل, the word رجل is already mu'arraf, means it is defined, it is definite. So when you're answering it, you're answering with هذا الرجل, not هذا رجل. Okay.
But هذا رجل is valid as well.
No. Your number can be deducted. Even just for this rule that you have not applied, and that is that the question is with ar-rajulu and you're saying hada rajulu. No.
But let's say there was no question and then I'm just introducing someone and I say هذا رجل.
So there is no question. So question is out of the ordinary. You're just saying hada rajulun. Yes, you can say that.
هذا رجل آدم. هذا رجل آدم.
Hada rajulun Adam.
Does that sentence make sense? Grammatically?
Hada Adam.
Oh, هذا آدم.
Yeah. So the word Adam itself indicates that this is a man.
Yeah.
And his name is Adam. So you're bringing two things in one. Gender as well as the name. Okay. So next question is Masmut Tajiri. Muhammad, what's the answer to that? Ismuhu, not Ahmad. Look at the second line. Ismuhu. On the top of the page, second line. If you want the full mark, then you would say Ismut Tajiri.
Mahmoud.
If you want the full mark, let's say you are being tested and you want the full mark, then you would be expected to write Ismut Tajiri, then you mentioned Mahmoud. Okay, if you want a mark lower than that, Ismuhu Mahmoud. If you want the mark lower than that, you would just mention the word Mahmoud. Okay, do you understand what I'm trying to explain here? The question is Masmut Tajiri. Remove the word Ma. Then you are left with Ismut Tajiri. So it would be easy for you guys to write down Ismut Tajiri as you see in the question. Then you write down the name Mahmoud. Ismut Tajiri Mahmoud. Okay. Number 3, Masmut Tabibi. By the way, if you write these answers down, then at least you have the exercise done. Okay. Masmut Tabibi.
اسم الطبيب سعيد.
Ismu Tabibi Sa'idun. And if you want a grade lower than that, what would you have said?
سعيد.
It is the lowest. Just the name.
The rest of the
اسمه
Safilin.
سعيد.
Yeah. As well as Safilin.
اسمه سعيد.
Ismuhu Sa'idun, yes. Or you could have said just Sa'idun. So Ismu Tabibi Sa'idun, yes. And imagine that you have written down Ismu Tabibi. Then you have put Dal, then dot, then Sa'idun. Then in today's context, like he would really appreciate you that because you're a clued up guy, you know what you're writing. Okay. من أين سيارة التاجر?
طبيب.
That's the question. Oh, sorry, سيارة الطبيب. Apologies. جزاك الله خيرا. من أين سيارة الطبيب? Where is the doctor's car from? That's the meaning of it. Okay. You wanna try?
سيارة الطبيب من اليابان.
من اليابان. Adam. A grade lower than that, what would you have said?
من اليابان. وسيارته من اليابان.
سيارته من اليابان. Okay. And lower than that?
من اليابان.
من اليابان. And even lower than that?
يابان.
اليابان.
اليابان, by the way. Okay. اليابان. The answers are correct. I'm not saying that you will get the grade, but lower. But the answers, all of them are correct actually. But it is better for us to actually practice the way that the questions are being imposed or the questions are being asked. Okay. من أين سيارة التاجر? سيارة التاجر.
سيارة التاجر من أمريكا.
سيارة التاجر من أمريكا. Better than that? No. سيارة التاجر من أمريكا. That's the correct answer. I'm saying that.
سيارة التاجر أمريكي.
No. Better than that.
سيارة التاجر من أمريكا.
He said that. Oh, he said that already. If you wanted to say something better.
سيارة التاجر هي من أمريكا.
No. من الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية. That is, if you know that you're practicing it. So, because you've got USA, that's the official name, United States of America. Okay. So, if it was, let's say, Britannia, you could say in Britannia. What is the official name of Britannia? United Kingdom, right? Forget about the GB and whatnot, because I don't know if it is great anymore. Okay, it's not great anyway. United Kingdom of Britain, Northern Ireland, I would understand that. Okay, nothing great I can see in this. Allahu musta'an. But hey. So in Arabic you would have said min al mamlakati al-muttahida, United Kingdom. And if you have talked about England, then Inglaterra. Okay. Then Scotland, they're separate countries. But I'm saying that if you wanted, as you said, سيارة تاجر من أمريكا. America is the shorter name. That, like the way we say Saudi Arabia, which is a shorter name. من الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية. United States of America. That's the name, right? Official name. And even when it comes to Saudi Arabia, what do we say? What is the official name of it?
المملكة المتحدة.
No, المملكة المتحدة is the United Kingdom.
المملكة something.
Yeah, المملكة العربية السعودية.
Yeah, that.
So, what is the English official name would have been?
Kingdom of Saudi.
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Okay. So, just some extra benefit that you're getting. Okay. So, now we know how we can get a better grade, even higher grade, if we put the, let's say, full name of it. Just so that you actually get the attention of the examiner, if that makes sense. Okay. So, these little things, I'm pretty sure that when you have been through all sorts of education, primary, secondary, higher secondary, undergraduate, and masters, you had to write extra, right? So that the examiners or the teachers understand as to what's your grasping capability is when it comes to your writing skill, any topic that you are being given. Okay. So, أين بيت التاجر? What would have been the answer? بيت التاجر?
بيت التاجر أمام المسجد.
أمام المسجد. As you are seeing in line 4 on the top of the page, okay, in that paragraph. أين بيت الطبيب?
بيت الطبيب خلف المدرسة.
خلف المدرسة. Good. بيت الطبيب خلف المدرسة. Here you go. So, Alhamdulillah, you are understanding now هذا ذلك in this lesson 8. Okay. And here all these words pretty much are actually masculine, by the way. هذا اسم الإشارة للقريب مذكر. ذلك اسم الإشارة للبعيد مذكر. Okay. Lesson earlier we had it a mixture. Okay. Here we have just the masculine near and far. Okay. So اقرأ واكتب, read and write. I'm pretty sure that you understand. There are 12 sentences. I think you would understand these, inshallah. So I would leave these exercise for you guys to do it at home, inshallah. And the next exercise, that is exercise number 3, it says اقرأ المثال الآتي ثم حول الجمل الآتية مثله. Read the example, then change the following sentences on its pattern. Okay. This is something, inshallah, we'll go through in the next lesson. Okay. So, exercise 2, read and write, and exercise 3, then exercise 4 as well, inshallah. We'll go through these, inshallah, in the next lesson. And just to let you know that the next lesson, inshallah al-Aziz, you will have it on the 9th of August, inshallah. Okay, so 2nd of August, Sunday, it is off. Okay, so 9th of August, Sunday, inshallah, you will come back for the Arabic lesson. This is all we wanted to say today. This is all we wanted to go through. Allah yabarik fikum. May Allah bless you, brothers and sisters. Allahumma ameen. هذا وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.